be a good lightweight clash between Charles "Dubrox" Oliveira and Beneil Dariush. All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in this division, DC, and I know how many chokes you have in your arsenal. Offensive Jiu-Jitsu, defensive Jiu-Jitsu doesn't get much better than this guy.
It doesn't get as high level in terms of Jiu-Jitsu knowledge. He knows in every exchange that he's the guy that's processing things at a different level, from the armbar submissions that he has shown in the octagon to the beautiful guillotine chokes that he does over and over again. And don't think that he won't roll for a knee bar and get a submission. Right. It's just constant danger when you're in the jiu-jitsu with this guy.
And even the high-level wrestlers that he's fought have paused to try to take him down because of that patented guillotine.
It's
so truly a case of pick your poison with this Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. He pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point, but he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. Dariush is 1 year the elder. Oliveira will have the 2-inch reach advantage. And once again, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buck.
Main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Yorba Linda, California, USA, Beneil Dariush. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Charles "Dubrox" Oliveira!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, folks, here we go with round 1. This is not the Eddie Bravo Invitational. This is the UFC, and 2 of the more decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts we have in this or any division.
Yes, in any division. We've never seen guys that can really incorporate the jiu-jitsu into fighting as we've seen this two do. But who's gonna make a mistake? Who's gonna leave an arm out there to get grabbed? Who's gonna leave their neck out? Let's see, when you put 2 great jiu-jitsu players together, who can get their hand raised in the octagon. Nice looping punch.
Oliveira loads up on that right hand. How good is that right hand? Strike to the body here. Instead, it's turned away by Dariush. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the two.
Oliveira gets up. He is back on the feet here. Lands a knee there. Nice deception there to get that knee with the target.
Really good knee. Nice job of driving it right to the target. Getting it to land exactly where you want it.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Dariush is right back to the full mount. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Dariush is back in full mount. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop the step.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Dariush's pass is denied. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, a half guard on the other.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
And
Turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
the sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Side control is pretty safe there.
Oliveira's has got full mount now. Close guard. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up.
Comes in close, controls his opponent's posture, and lands these nasty elbows.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. 45 seconds remain in the round. Oliveira's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Round 2 is next. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Você foi bem nesse round, mas não pode ir pro chão. Tem que deixar a luta no alto. De pé, você vai ter uma boa chance de acertar ele. Muita atenção nesse round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Dariush's punch to the body there doesn't get there. Nice job by the defense to block the shot. Oh, collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Oh, that was nice.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, that's a good right hand. Oliveira's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Elbow landed there by Dariush. Close guard. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Dariush. Oliveira's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that effectively.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
Nice elbow to the body by Dariush. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions. And now he's jumping on a triangle.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dariush. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Wow. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
2 rounds in the books.
Take a seat. You've got to protect that body. Keep your elbows in tight. stay focused, okay? I want your striking to be a little bit sharper, punching.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Right under the elbow, the body kick lands.
Takedown defense holds up. And they separate.
Nice punch lands over the top. Switch knee lands to the body. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's gonna break him?
Oliveira's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show.
Oh, wow, oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh. Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws it.
And he comes through with a big knee. Knee to the body. And those knees aren't just for effect. Those are doing real damage. Once again, employing the knee. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oliveira gets caught with that punch. Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side.
Left hand punch to the clinch.
They continue to exchange. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Just over 2 minutes to go. Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Oliveira's right back to the full mount here. And he landed the right hand there. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Dariush. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, side control now. Dariush's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oliveira's back in full mount. final seconds of round 3. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
All right, take a seat, bud. Beautiful. Get some water and breathe. That was an awesome round, man. You were outworking this guy.
All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this one.
No, and he does it the old school way, right? Nowadays, you push a guy to the side of the octagon and use it as a barrier to get up. Right. Not with this guy. He stuffs your head in the corner, he gains his posture, and he just starts dropping hammers until eventually you're going to turn to your knees. He'll take you neck and choke you, or he'll just put you back down. It's crazy to watch him dictate his opponent's actions with his power from this position. Not many guys can generate that type of power. You got to go back to guys like Mark Munoz. They used to call him the Filipino smashing machine because he was so good with his ground and pound, and this guy shows that same exact type of approach.
Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Trying to set up a submission now.
Gotta be careful, armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Dariush's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace. And nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you got to think that's something that's going to give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. Now the guy's got armbar, he's attacking it on it. He's attacking armbar now.
Armor's been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
An attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
trouble.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Dariush is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied.
Stop!
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Relax. Breathe. All right, here's some water. Now listen, I want you to...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume, and his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
Side control now. Dariush is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, this position now what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Oliveira. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Dariush. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Oliveira. Trying for a submission now.
Oh!
He should be defending right now.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Dariush is looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. 90 seconds remain in the fight. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, nice Nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent, not unlike Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston back in the day.
That is a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
With 20 seconds left. I mean, how many can he take? Final seconds of this fight. The final horn sounds. All right, so the fight goes the distance. Both guys had their moments, but there was a striking advantage, albeit slight, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get his hand raised tonight.
It should be enough. I mean, when you watch the fight, you understand that you are watching two of the best mixed martial artists in the world. But it did look like he did just enough to earn a competitive decision.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Beneil Dariush.
All right, so there it is. 2 of the 3 judges saw it his way. He gets it done by split decision. You've never won a split decision in your career.
Oh, I've won a split decision. Alexander Gustafsson and I went to a split decision. Right after the first scorecard was read in his way, I almost panicked because I was like, oh my goodness, it's over. So I understand exactly what these 2 guys are feeling when they went to the center.